Hi guys, happy Monday. We are still at home, staying socially distant from other people and staying healthy and emotionally well, I hope, for you guys. We miss you so much, and we wanted to just show you what you can work on today in Schoology on Monday. What would it be? What's today? March something? March 23rd. Okay, so let me show you guys what you can work on today in your Schoology, and this way you'll know what to do. Let's see, guys, I lost my mouse. Oh, here we go. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, now my screen looks a little bit different because I'm in the teacher account right now. But when you log into yours, you'll see your assignments from day 1, which was Friday. Don't mind that date. That's not right there. And then today you'll see Module 8, Lesson 1, Day 2. So let's look at that so you can see what you're going to work on today. Okay, so first is new vocabulary. So when we click on new vocabulary, here's what you'll see. It says, read over the vocabulary words and the meanings, and then answer the following questions in the comments. So here are your new words. They're a little out of order, but that's okay. Relatives, discarded, yearning, civil, flourishing, fortunate, and dedicate. So you're going to read what those words mean, read the sentences, and then we want you to answer these questions in the comments. So the first question says, in which situation might someone be yearning to see his or her relatives? Guys, that's an easy one. I think we're all yearning to see some relatives right now, aren't we? Side note, I went to meet my sister for like a hike at Wissahickon on Saturday, which was great, but we had to stay like 6 feet apart the whole time. And I wanted to give her a hug and tell her that I missed her, but we can't do that right now. So that's an example of yearning to see your relatives. When might someone be fortunate to find a discarded object? Would a country be more likely to have a civil war when it's flourishing or when it's not? And then explain. And why might an author dedicate a book to one of their relatives? So you're going to comment down here below. You're just going to type your answers to those questions and then post it. We have it set up, I'm pretty sure, that you can't see anyone else's answers until you post your own first. Okay, so after you do your vocabulary, we're going to look at visualization. We're going to visualize today. So you're going to read a poem called A Movie in My Pillow. It's actually a collection of poems. So you might look at it and think like, oh my goodness, this is so long, but it's actually a bunch of little poems in the story together. So poems, we know, a lot of times will express emotions and moods and feelings, and a lot of times they have very short lines and words that rhyme. So poets really use their words carefully to create a mood or an idea, and they use special language to help you visualize or create mental images of what's going on in the poems. Okay, so when you're reading poetry, you want to create your own mental images based on what you already know in the details of the poem. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to ask yourself when you're reading the poem, what do you see in your mind? What would you hear? What would you feel? And how does this help me understand the poet's purpose? So we want you just to read over this poster. It's the same visualized poster that we use in the classroom all the time. Read over what we just talked about. In the second part of this, there's nothing for you to comment on. So all you have to do here is just read over that and just understand that that's your focus skill, is to visualize. Okay, then we're going to go back to your third thing. So if you see it, we just did vocab, visualize. The next one is A Movie in My Pillow. So if we click on that, it just says here your directions are just to read the poem. So the poem, you can read it in one of two ways. You can open up your MyPal book and start at page 154 and read to 176 if you like. If you prefer not to read in your MyPal book, you can log into the HMH website, and Miss McCunney and I have both assigned you the story there. So you can read it on the computer, on a tablet, or you can even listen to it, because you can just hit the little microphone and you can listen to it and they'll highlight the text, and you could do it that way too. So that choice is yours. There is nothing for you to write after this because we're not asking you to respond to it. We just want you to read the poems. So let's go back. So if you look down here, after moving my pillow, you're going to answer these questions. So if you click on this, this is just like we do it in school. Usually you have maybe a partner, sometimes you're at the table with one of us, and you answer certain questions about the story. Now, we have given you the page to find all of these answers. So there are 10 questions, and they're from specific pages. So for example, the first one says, page 157, what are the poems in this book about? How did the author feel about his homeland when he first came to the United States? So you're gonna, I don't think it will let me do it here because I'm in the teacher part. So underneath each question, you should be able to click and then just type in your answer. So you can do them in your book first and then go back and type them in, whatever works for you. Don't worry about the number of points for each question. It just had to be set up that way so that you could answer the questions individually instead of having to answer them all at once. So you're gonna answer the 10 questions, and then at the end, you'll submit it. This way, Ms. McCunney and I will know that you finished all of those. And if we go back, the next thing you have to do, then you're almost done for the day. After that, we want you to read any book you choose for 20 minutes and then comment with one important thing that you read about. So if you could even put the title of your book, that would be great. And then something important that you read. It could be either the main idea of what you read or something interesting or something that just made you think. My class, your check-in form is down here for the day. I can't really seem to get it to move up. We were able to change the order of these before, and I can't do it right now. I don't know why. So my homeroom, if you click on check-in form, it's going to be in your ELA section, and then you just click on the link, and it will take you to your form. And you can answer the questions there and then submit them. So you guys don't have to do this in order. When you're doing the work for Monday, if you want to just scoot down first and my class, like do your check-in form first and then go back and do the other work, you could do it that way too. Completely up to you. So just like on Friday, we are available if you guys get stuck, if you have any questions. If you're not sure of how to do something, send us a message. Comment below the assignment if it's specific to that assignment and you need help with it, or send us a message on Schoology and we will get back to you as soon as we can. So I think this seems like something you can actually, I'm gonna take that back. We know that you guys can handle this because this is exactly how we do it at school. The only difference is you're just doing it at home. Instead of at school, it's the same format. We're going to learn new words. We're going to visualize. We're going to read a poem and then answer some questions and just do some independent reading. So you should definitely be able to do this. And if you cannot or you have questions, reach out to us because that is what we're here for, to help you and make this easier for you. And we hope that you are well, and we miss you a lot. And let us know if you need us. All right, I'm going to stop share, and we'll see you soon.